For those of you that don't know, my name is Christina. Shiley has been my best friend for the last 20 years. I'm going to do my best to get through this, okay? So bear with me. Shiley and I have one of what I consider to be the greatest meeting stories of all time. When I saved her life with a granola bar. It's a story I love to tell. I'll be here all night, so feel free to find me if you want to hear it. All right, now before I get to the bride and groom, I just want to take a moment to acknowledge the parents who raised these two wonderful people that I am so glad exist. To Mickey and Pete, thank you for raising Chris to be not only someone who's proven himself to be patient and kind, but also a loving father to his beautiful girls and an endlessly supportive and encouraging partner to his lovely bride. To Deb, thank you for raising Shiley to be someone for whom me personally has been a pillar of strength that I have turned to countless times throughout my life for support. One of the greatest, most attentive mothers to her girls, and for so many of us here tonight, a true and honest friend. And while Shiley's father, Mike, may not be here with us physically, I can confidently say I'm sure his spirit will be dancing with us all night, beaming with pride for his little girl. For the last 20 years, I have gotten to share many of life's greatest milestones with Shiley by my side. And throughout those decades of friendship, Shiley has become someone that means more to me than I have felt words could say. And because of this, I have often sent Shiley songs, or maybe once or twice shamelessly sang them into her voicemail inbox, but it was one of those songs in particular that inspired so much of my words tonight. Some of you might know it. It's called Glad You Exist by Dan and Shay. As I'm sure most of you know, there are people that come into our lives that just by existing add so much value to life itself. And for years, I have hoped that Shiley would someday find that special someone that would exist in her life and add value to it in the way that she has to mine and so many others. And she has certainly found that in Chris. Watching Shiley and Chris's relationship come together and grow has been one of the most satisfying things I have had the privilege to experience. And seeing them become parents who support each other through life's ups and downs has been extraordinary. Chris, you have brought out the absolute best version of Shiley I have ever known. And the comfort, security, and stability that you have provided to her, Daphne, and Margot is something I will forever be grateful to you for. Shiley, watching you fall in love and build a family with Chris is something I have prayed for and known God would bring to you always. I truly could not be happier to see life giving you all of the wonderful things you so very much deserve. So I invite you all to raise a glass to the lovely bride and groom while I quote the very song that inspired these words tonight. There's a couple billion people in the world and a million different places we could be, but you're here with me. So take a moment just to take it in, because every high and every low led to this, and I'm just so glad you exist. To the Hinman.